Welcome back to Thomas's Heart of the City Homestead. It's been a minute since we made a video of the outside garden, what's been going on out here this winter. And we had a really productive garden this spring and summer and into the fall. We had a lot of collard greens, but Mother Nature didn't do us too good. We had a cold snap. It got down to about 8 degrees. And let me tell you something, friends, nothing survives 8 degrees. But you can see some life still left in the garden. These collard greens, even though the main stalk has died, there's some side shoots that are coming up. As you can see right there. Now what we're going to do with them, we're just going to pull them up, pull them up, pull them up. And we're going to transplant these into starter trays. And if you were savvy enough not to throw everything you bought away last year, you still should have some starter trays right there. And remember, we didn't throw away all that potting soil that we bought. It was pretty expensive. I told you we was going to recycle that. And we put it in these bins, and we've been turning it over. And this is going to be our starter mix. We're going to take that, and we're going to put it in that tray, and we're going to show you what we do. What we'll do, we'll just go along here. We're going to probably plant about 18, and just real gently pull them away from the mother plant. It's good to pull it to where you get somewhat of a root start, like right there. And here's a little trick that'll help you along the way when you're trying to regenerate some root growth in some plants that you're taking off a mother plant as cuttings. You can just use simple cinnamon. Now, cinnamon acts as a rooting hormone. It'll discourage insects from bothering it, any type of disease, but it also will stimulate that plant developing a root system and taking off well in the potting soil that you planted in. So we're going to get about 18 of these. And once we put a little cinnamon on it, you'll see it's going to help that root start to develop on these tiny plants that we got off the so-called dead mother plant. It's really amazing that what you think is dead is not dead at all. We have several here that we can harvest to start out as baby plants off the mother plant. But we're only going to do 18 because one full tray makes 18 plants. We may even plant this one here in its own bucket. So remember that potting mix that we didn't throw away last year? Well, this is why we didn't, because we're going to use it as a starter soil. All you got to do is take those old cedar trays that you didn't throw away and just take some of this mix. Now, you don't really have to fertilize this with bone meal and blood meal, because these plants already got a start. And even though this soil is somewhat depleted, it has more than enough nutrients in it for those baby collard plants to take seed to start developing a root system. So you just pack it in like that. Tamp it down. Put it nice and firm. And it's been out here in the weather, so it's already moist. Not to be concerned too much about a whole lot of watering these, because they're already established. They just need to get a little root system developed. So you just do that. So make sure you press it in firmly before you get ready to transplant. Next thing is just poke your little hole right there where you're going to be putting a little seedling. I wouldn't call it a seedling, I'd call it a baby plant off the mother plant. And just put it in there. And so on and so forth until you get the whole thing planted. Okay, halfway there. Save yourself a lot of money. This is a full flat here, 18 plants, which you probably have to spend about maybe $14 if you bought this at your local hardware store. But by taking advantage of nature, nature's going to keep on pushing. The train's going to keep on rolling. Anything you think is dead is going to regenerate itself. That's how the system is set up. That's how God planned it. Nothing's going to ever forever die out. So we take advantage of that. Save a little money in the process. Okay, we got that all wrapped up. Finished product upon closer observation is not actually 18, it's 36. Six pack trays times 6 is 36. Couldn't get out of college because I couldn't pass college algebra, so forgive me for that. Then what we'll do, we'll take these over there. We probably will give them a little water, even though the soil is moist. It may take a little water. So you just water it in real good. Give them a good start. And we'll be able to transplant these into the spring garden and see how it goes. We'll keep you updated on what happens. Okay, so we'll let them sit there on the grow table. We'll keep them watered, let the sun hit them, and once they take root, should be just about time to figure out where we're going to put them at in the garden. So we're going to keep you updated. Everything's looking pretty bleak right now. But we got some plans for these onions also. We're going to show you what we're going to do to restart that deal. So this is a hard time of year for gardeners, but spring is just around the corner. So take faith in the fact that you'll have opportunity to do it again. You know, the land you got, till it up, plant it, and in this case, replant it, and let God bless it.